Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Art with Ray. I'm Ray and I'm here to bring you something a little different today. Today I'm going to be discussing a page from Worlds of Wonder, and let's get started. So today's page is going to be a treats page from the book, and we are right here. Okay, so let's talk about this page. These are 12 days, or well, 12 treats. I had a lot of times I'll do these as one a day and I'll post them one a day, just to kind of, show what you can do with a small little picture on page. So let's start with the first line here. This first line was done in Faber Castell Polychromos. This second line was done in Castle Art's Soft Touch. And this third line is done in PrismaColor Premier. We're going to talk a little bit about all of those in a minute. And I will also leave links in the description section of where to purchase these. I will not leave a description or a place to purchase for Amazon. The reason being is the last couple of times I've ordered art supplies from Amazon, they've come broken or damaged. So you do that 2-3 times to me and you lose me as a customer, at least for art supplies. So I will leave you links to order these from Dick Blick's website for Polychromos and Prismacolor, and the Castle Arts website for the Castle Art Soft Touch. Okay, so let's get started. So there are two types of colored pencils, and they are oil-based and wax-based. All pencils have a mixture of oil and wax. A pencil is considered to be either oil or wax. It depends on which is more prevalent in the pencil. So if a pencil has a higher wax concentration, it will be considered to be a wax pencil, such as the Castle Art Soft Touch and the PrismaColor Premier. Or if they have a much higher concentration of oil, they will be considered an oil pencil, such as Faber Castell Polychromos. Again, so Faber Castell Polychromos are the only oil pencils that I have here on this page. They're to be used with very light layers. They don't really blend all that well. They're not really meant for that. They're meant for adding a lot of light layers, one on top of the other, in order to build up color, also to put colors on top of each other to kind of blend them that way. Excuse me. They also are a much harder pencil than a wax-based pencil, so they hold their point much better, and that saves on having to sharpen and breaking leads. Castle Art Soft Touch and PrismaColor Premier, again, as I said, are both wax-based pencils. They're not really made for layering. You can layer a little bit more with the Castle Arts than you can with the Prismas, but they're not really made for that. They're really made to blend two colors together. But again, Castle Arts, you can get a few more layers on than the Prismacolor. Prismacolor, you're lucky if you get 3 or 4 layers. And then Prismacolor are very soft pencils. Because of this, they don't hold a point. They need to be sharpened a lot and have a lot of issues with breakage, but we'll get into that a little later on into the video. Again, I think I've already mentioned Castle Arts Soft Touch are softer pencils, but have a harder lead than Prismacolors. They're not hard leads, but they do have a harder lead. This works much better as they can be sharpened to a nice point. They hold their point a lot longer than Prismas, and they do not have the issues of breaking, at least not that I've noticed. So let's talk about the first line. This first line was done in Faber Castell Polychromos. The full set of it can cost you $350 on the Faber Castell website, or you can get it at dickblick.com for $184.59 at the time of this recording for the full set of $120. I pulled 3 pencils of the same color or the same color name from each of the set, just so you can get a look at what they kind of look like. This is what Faber Castell looks like. Let me see if I can get it better for you. Please do bear with me. I just got this tripod set up, so I'm still learning how to use it. So as you can see here, if I can get it in frame, there you go. It has a nice end cap. has a nice gold around here. In gold lettering says the name, Faber Castell. Polychromos has a number. And then over here on the side also has the number and has the name, also has the light fast rating. We'll get into that in a little bit. So why are these pencils so expensive? Okay, so they're artist quality, and they're considered to be pretty much top of the line artist quality. Only Caran d'Ache luminance are a little bit more expensive. Also, artist quality pencils, the reason why you're paying more for them is for something called light fastness. Light fastness is the ability for the pencils not to lose their colors under museum conditions. Most, if not all, of the Faber Castell Polychromos pencils have a very, very high light fast rating of more than 100 years of the colors not fading under museum lighting conditions. It's really not necessary to purchase Polychromos, especially with the high price tag, if you're going to be using them in just like coloring books. Although if you want to, go for it. I would never tell someone not to buy them. It's an amazing set of pencils. But for that kind of price, you're going to be replacing open stock. Open stock means that you can buy individual pencils instead of having to buy an entire set all over again. Open stock for Polychromos usually costs about $3 a pencil, which is not cheap. But at the end of the day, really what Polychromos were designed for was for artists who were selling their work. But again, if you want to buy Polychromos, go for it. I love them. They're great. And as you can see, the colors are gorgeous here with the Polychromos. Let me see if I can zoom in just a little bit, and I hope my hand doesn't cover this here. Okay, there we go. So you can see these a little bit better. So you can see here, the Jello mold here, I think is what it is. You can see the color is absolutely beautiful. The fruits and vegetables, nice vibrant colors. The lemonade's a little bit harder to see only because there's not a whole lot to it. And then you've got this, I'm not really sure what this is, dessert type thing. And you can see that the colors are really, really pretty. So yeah. So let's move on to the next line. And the next line here is the Castle Arts Soft Touch. So the full set of the 120 pencils will retail for $70 on the Castle Arts website, but they generally have sales and deals. I actually got mine for like 25 bucks. They were running like a 50% off sale, plus I got, I think, a little bit more off, plus free shipping. So at the time, like, I had seen Castle Arts, I know a little bit about them. I never used their products, but I figured, you know what, for 25 bucks, even if I don't care for them, I put out 25 bucks. They're considered to be a quote-unquote budget set, but I don't consider them to be a budget set. When you're paying $70 for 120 pencils, and you can find a lot of pencil sets for a lot less money, half the price, with more colors, but you're going to sacrifice quality. And I absolutely love this set. The colors are vibrant. They go down on the paper pretty smoothly. I'm able to sharpen the pencils to a pretty fine point. They hold their point. I have not had any issues with breakage whatsoever. So here is the Castle Arts Soft Touch pencil. Again, all of them are scarlet red, only because I just grabbed whatever one I saw first. So here you go. Oops, sorry guys. So you'll see here that the end cap has the number. If you turn it around, it says Soft Touch. The barrel has Castle Arts on it. And here's the lead. And you also get the color name Scarlet Red. Sorry guys, like I said, I'm still learning how to do this whole thing with the tripod and trying to get things zoomed in, and so I'm doing my best. So yeah, the colors are beautiful. They're vibrant. They're so easy to lay down on the paper. They blend like a dream. And again, I have not had the issue with breakage at all. And I've used them almost exclusively since I received them about a month ago. And actually, at the time of this recording, I had ordered their 100 gel pen set, and that should be here tomorrow. So I'm kind of excited about that. Looking forward to that. And when they come in and I had a chance to work with them a little bit, I will make a video on that. Also, I will leave my coupon code for you to get 10% off of your order if you do decide to go to the Castle Arts website and order these pencils. So here you can see in here the bright, vibrant colors. Everything here, like I said, was done in the color pencil with the exception of these like little white areas. They were used Secura Jelly Roll white pens. So yeah, you can see how that is. You can see how it blends and how the shading looks really good in this strawberry milkshake. These frozen ice cream, just these pictures are really cute, but they also really highlight how these pencils perform, what the colors are like, the blending capabilities. These donuts here and the eclair, you can see how that works really well. And they're so much fun to use. They really are a lot of fun to use. I really enjoy them a lot. So let's move on to the final line. And that line is the PrismaColor line. I have a little bit to say about Prismas. So, all right, so let's say. So the full set of Prismas retails for $312.79. Do not ever pay $312 for a set of Prismas. At Dick Blick, you can get them for $119.99. A huge difference between $312.79. I do not believe that Prismacolors are worth anywhere near $312, especially not when Faber Castell Polychromos retails for $350. That's insane. Okay, so they are considered to be the lower end of the artistry pencil. They're very, very soft, which means that they blend well and they lay the color down very quickly and smoothly, but there are some really bad drawbacks to that, which we're going to discuss right now. The cons is they have very, very poor quality control. Prismas used to be manufactured in the United States, and back then the quality control was good. You didn't really have too many issues with breakage and off-center cores. Since they moved to Mexico, there's been nothing but issues with their quality control. More often than not, the pencils break really easily. The cores are off-center. Now what that means, let me show you a PrismaColor pencil. And this core is off-center, so I'll be able to show you what that means. So this is what a PrismaColor pencil looks like. It has the number, the name in English and French. It says PrismaColor Premier, and there's the lead. Now here's the issue. Up here is what's called the core. As you can see, this core is not centered. When a core is not centered, they will not sharpen correctly. You'll get like wood shavings on one side of the pencil, and then the other side will be sharp, or it won't sharpen at all, or it'll break in the sharpener over and over and over again, and it'll just wear them all the way down. It's a huge issue, and I don't know why they haven't fixed it, but it is very annoying, especially when they're not cheap. I have a love-hate relationship with Prismas, and you'll find a lot of people do. I love the way that the color goes down. I love the way that how smooth they are, how they blend like a dream, but I can't stand the fact that they break all the time. I could be in the middle of an important project, and boom, it breaks, and I can't do anything. I gotta run out to the store to replace it. It's very, very annoying. But with that being said, the colors are gorgeous. They're bright, they're vibrant. You don't need to have a very heavy hand. The colors go down really, really smoothly. They blend really easily. And that's the big draw of the Prismacolors, and one of the reasons why so many people love them, including myself. I do love them to a point. So let's talk a little bit about these. Here, you can see the chocolate here is a really nice color. Up here are chocolate like sticks in there. You can see the cherry as a gorgeous black cherry color that I mixed and layered and blended. So over here in this ice cream, you can see how beautiful that looks, the cupcake. Now here's one that really, really surprised me. This is a latte, and when I originally went in with the brown, I'm like, this looks nothing like coffee. And so I layered over it with another color. I can't remember what it was, but then it made this color here, and it was a gorgeous, looks just like coffee. And then you got your foam and your cream. So again, this is a beautiful, beautiful color payoff. It's just that you have the trade-off. That, yep, the color payoff is good, the blending and the mixing is good, but you're dealing with breakage. You're dealing with having to replace pencils all the time, and that gets expensive. And for pencils that are on, they're not cheap. They're the lower end of artist grade quality pencils and pricing, but that doesn't make them inexpensive. And for that price, that should not be an issue. So let me bring this back up a bit. Let me zoom back out just, oh, I'm sorry guys. Let me zoom out just a little bit so you can see the whole page. Okay, so wrapping this up, in the comment section, please let me know which line is your favorite. Have you used these pencil sets? What do you think of them? At the end of the day, what I really wanted to convey in this video is that you don't have to spend a lot of money to get a decent set of pencils that you'll be able to do amazing artwork with. At the end of the day, out of these three sets, let's talk a little bit more quickly about Polychromos. If you have problems with your hands, arthritis, or your hands hurt when you're coloring, Polychromos is absolutely, definitely not for you. It takes a lot of work to get the color down, but when you do, as you can see, it's absolutely beautiful. So, but again, if you have problems with arthritis or problems with your hands, this is definitely not the set for you. This middle set is the Castle Arts. Between the Castle Arts and the Prismas, honestly, I would choose the Castle Arts because number one, they hold the point better. Number two, there's no issues of breakage. And number three, the colors are beautiful. The Prismas are beautiful, and there's no discounting that. The PrismaColors are beautiful, but they're more expensive. Also, a word on open stock. A lot of people, especially people who aren't artists or don't sell their work, are really concerned with this open stock thing, which, let's talk about that for a second. Yes, is it good to be able to buy stuff open stock? Absolutely. If you just need to replace a pencil here or there, yes, absolutely. But when you're looking at Prismacolors, which honestly, you can go through at least 10 to 15 pencils a month to have to replace, either from breakage or wearing down because they're so soft, and at like $3 a pencil, you're talking $30 a month if you're only replacing 10 pencils a month. So when you multiply that by 10, that's 300, and then 304, 306 a year to replace just 10 pencils a month. Now, Castle Arts are not available open stock. Maybe, hopefully, at one day they will be, but they aren't right now. But even if you were to buy this set at full price, $70 for the 120 set, even if you had to buy it twice in a year, you're still spending less than half the price than you would be on replacing 10 Prismacolor pencils a month. So you're saying, just because something doesn't come open stock doesn't mean that it's not worth buying, and it doesn't mean that it's still not going to save you money in the end. At the end of the day, if I go through and I need to, I'm out of certain colors on Castle Arts Soft Touch, I have no problem whatsoever ordering another set to, get those colors that I need, and I'll always use the other colors. I might not use them right away, but I will use them. So let's talk about maybe what my favorites are on this page. So on this first row, my favorite is definitely the fruits page, the fruits picture. This took over an hour to do, which you might think is a long time for something this small, but again, when you have to layer and layer and layer and layer and layer to get the color built up and to blend, that's average, but the color payoff is gorgeous. In this second line, my favorites are a toss-up between the candies here and these ice cream pops. I think both of the colors, both of the pictures came out absolutely beautiful. The colors are vibrant, they're gorgeous. I really love these two. And in the Prismacolor line, it's a toss-up between these two here. I guess this is, I don't know what this is. They both look like ice cream sundaes to me. Excuse me, but I have heard that this called something else. It's a British thing, and I don't know the name of it. But these two I really like the absolute best. One more thing, when I did do this, when I did this page, I did follow a color along by Rachel Henderson. She had these each individually done. She did use some polychromos, but then she used completely other pencils for the rest of it. But I will also link her channel in the description. Definitely check her out, guys. Her videos are really, really great, and she does a lot of tutorials, a lot of reviews of different art materials, mostly colored pencils, and her tutorials are very easy and simple to follow. She doesn't try to overcomplicate anything, and she really wants to make sure that anybody can follow her and get really great results. And she's really great. So I will definitely link her down in the description, and I will link down all of the links to get any of these products, including Johanna Basford's Worlds of Wonder book, so that you can order any of the stuff that that I have discussed or talked about today. So thank you guys so much for watching my video, and as always, have a great day and happy coloring.